I got digital dash camera with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned out the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flooded with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be how I rap through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitch is. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back with yet another video. Today I got y'all boys with the best shooting guard builds in NBA 2K22 current gen. Now, I've been doing more next gen videos, so if you guys want me to do some of these ranking videos also for the next year, I need y'all boys to smash, break, and destroy the like button, where I may be able to give y'all boys a next gen ranking video, then the next week a current gen ranking video, because I'm not doing like everyday uploads like I usually do. So if you guys want me to kind of diversify it a little bit, give you guys a current gen and a next gen, you just gotta let me know that. But yeah, today I got y'all boys with the best shooting guard builds on current gen. It's gonna be a top 5 with some top 3, and it's gonna be the best shooting guard build. So if you guys want more of these videos, I already did the point guard. All I got left to do is the small forward, power forward, center, guard, bigs, and then just the best overall in the game. So if you guys want this series to continue, I need y'all boys right now to smash, break, and destroy the like button, hit that sub button. But without further ado, let's hop straight into it. Alright, so hop straight into it. I don't really make a lot of my builds at the shooting guard position, but when I do, these builds are just to be taller. So when I'm making these builds, a lot of these builds gonna be taller than the regular builds that I make at point guard. A lot of things that I'm making at shooting guard, I'm not really caring as much about things I would care at point guard. At shooting guard, I might not care about having that 85 ball handle. I might not care about being below the 6'5" to be able to get certain drill moves. That stuff really goes out the window. Now, if I can, and if it's right there, I probably will do it for video purposes, but I'm just telling you guys my opinion on those things. So let's go ahead, hop straight into the first build. Coming in at number 5 is going to be like a play shot build. So let's show you guys. We're going to be at the shooting guard position. Hand and number is really up to you. You know what I go with pretty much every single time. Then when it comes to the pie chart, we're going to go down into the play shot pie chart, the shooting and playmaking pie chart. Now, you can go with a lot of different pie charts for the build coming at number 5, but this is one I would think, or I would say, is the number 5 build. And all these builds are going to be amazing, so don't even expect this build to be bad. Then when it comes to the physicals, I went speed pie chart. Now for the attributes, we're going to max out the mid-range, 3-pointer, free throw, come back to it, pass accuracy, ball handle. Then when it comes to the perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, and defensive rebound, we have 6. Then when it comes to the driving layup, the driving dunk, those are easily going to be maxed. Now we're going to be able to get the max that we want on shooting. So pretty much we're going to go to 25, then lower it, just to be able to have the max shooting. Then we go to playmaking, do the same thing, lower it. We got to max playmaking, and then put this up, and now we have 7 defensive rebounds. So you're going to end up with 1, 25, 23, and 7. You make it at the point guard position, you're going to have, it's going to be a lot harder to have max driving layup and driving dunk, first off. Then you have 25 on shooting again, but for the playmaking and defense where it's going to be a big difference also, like the finishing. You're going to have a 24 on playmaking and 6 on defense. So it's really up to you. A lot of people like making it this way, but yeah. Then when it comes to the body type, it's really up to you. It doesn't really matter too much when it comes to the height. Now, 1.96, if you don't know, is exactly on the dot at 6'5". We're gonna go a notch below, just to be able to have like the drill moves and all that, because I feel on a play shot build that is actually important. Having that all the drill moves and stuff like that on a play shot build, a build that you get Hall of Fame playmaking, can kind of be important sometimes, especially on the build where you're trying to get off a lot of threes. It's gonna be more important. Now, the way I'm gonna make mine is gonna be a lot different than a lot of people do it, because we are at the shooting guard. Now, if I made it at the point guard, maybe I would go for like 99 speed. Maybe I would go for like extremely high 3-pointer, all that. But this one, I'm not going to. Weight, we're gonna go down on weight again. This is what you would always do in this build, because you want to be as fast as possible. Speed is extremely important, because you get your speed as high as possible, you get the ball handle high as possible. Those two attributes combined on current gen to get your speed of ball. We're not gonna have 99 speed, but we're gonna have as high as possible speed for a build that's damn near 6'5". So yeah, that's what we're gonna end up going with, minimum weight. Then when it comes to the wingspan, what I actually do on my play shot builds, believe it or not, I go up in wingspan. You can go look at my 2K21 videos. I've been doing this since then. It's like, it's not new. I even did it on 2K20, but I didn't do it as much. So yeah, it's not new at all. But yeah, when it comes to the wingspan, I go up in wingspan most of the time. Now, you don't have to necessarily go max. Now, when it comes to not going max, you can go 2 notches below and have an 85.3. If you want to have that 90 threshold, you can go at this wingspan. I don't usually do that. Why do I usually do it at this one? Because when you make it with this one, you get to 89, you get the sharp takeover, you get plus 10 to your 3-pointer, and then that ends up being, you know what I'm saying, 99 and takeover. So that's my theory and thought process with that. And it's not a big difference from having max wingspan, because look, you're gonna have one more in driving dunk, one more in steal, but pretty much nothing else is different besides like the defense rebound. Now, the only other thing that really would make a difference is the takeovers that you get. So right here, you wouldn't even get locked down takeovers, so you don't really even need to worry about the takeovers. This is the wingspan I would end up going with. So this is what the build looks like at 95. When it comes to reaching 99, you get plus 4 to everything that you see on the screen. From the close shot, that's getting to a 60. The driving layup is already at an 80. Driving dunk is going to be to a 70, so that's going to be pretty big and important. Then when it comes to the mid-range, that's getting above a 90. 3-pointers getting above an 89 or to an 89. Like I said, when you're getting takeover, that can get to a 99, so that's very important. Free throw, that's going above a 90. Post fade, that's getting above an 80. Pass accuracy is getting above a 90. Believe it or not, that's pretty big. Ball handle, we're below 6'5", so we're gonna have it above an 85 ball handle, so that's gonna be pretty big on a build like this. Then when it comes to the defensive rebounding, it's gonna be really crazy. Now, the thing is kind of funny about this build, you can make this build like this and not have max wingspan, and you can get to an 80 perimeter defense, an 80 lateral quickness, an 85 steal. You try to make a slash and playmaker, either pie chart, it'll literally never get you to an 80. So I find it funny that you can do that on this build. Maybe because it's at the shooting guard, I don't know. But yeah, defensive rebound, that's getting above a 70, so you can be able to do pretty much really, you're gonna be really decent on pretty much everything except for like finishing. But even on that, you're gonna have a 70 driving up, which is gonna allow you to unlock like the good dunk packages that you really need to just never miss a dunk. So yeah, that's the attributes I would go with, and wingspan I'm gonna go with. But then when it comes to physicals, that's going up plus 8. So the speed, like I said, we try to get that to 99, but that's gonna be at 97. Combine that with an 88 ball handle, that whatever that is in the middle is going to be your speed ball, but it's gonna be more highly weighted on that speed, so it's gonna be closer to that 97 than that 88. Then when it comes to the acceleration, that's gonna be at a 95. Vertical is gonna be at a 72, so it's not gonna be crazy on the vertical, but you are gonna have a decent speed and acceleration. Not 99, which is really what you want on a build like this, I will say that. But this is at the shooting guard, so we're not really prioritizing stuff like that. We just want to be as tall as possible and get the dribble moves and still be fast. We don't really prioritize being as short as possible on these builds going for speed. That's what I would do at a point guard. Then when it comes to the takeovers, you're gonna end up with playmaker, shot creator, and sharp takeover. It's really up to you what you want to go with. I personally made the wingspan based off going with sharp takeover, so that's what I'm gonna do. And the build comes out as a playmaking shot creator. What else did you expect the build to come out as? And yeah, that's only the build coming in at number 5. So that just tells you what the rest of this list finna look like. Alright, so coming in at number 4, this is a build that I believe a lot of people, they've been making more builds with this pie chart. In my opinion, I don't believe it's the best pie chart of this kind, but when you make it a shooting guard, there are some benefits to making it a shooting guard over the other versions, but I don't believe it's still the best version. But when it comes to being at the shooting guard position alone, there is more benefit to it. So yeah, we're gonna show you guys. We're gonna do the shooting guard position, hand and number. Y'all know what I go with every single time, never changes. Then when it comes to the pie chart, I was talking about the shooting and finishing. Now, when it comes to the shooting and finishing, this is like the meta one. I don't believe it's the best one. I think this is the best one, the one where you only get finishing. And there's another one that was actually pretty good, but it's not as good this year because it's like a lot harder to get content up, and the name isn't this. But yeah, for this video, we're gonna go with the balanced one. Then when it comes to the physicals, we can go speed pie chart. Then when it comes to the attributes, we're gonna put up the shooting, 3-pointer, free throw, come back to it, pass accuracy, ball handle, gonna come back to it, perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, and the defensive rebound rating. Now, for the defensive rebound rating, we're gonna lower that. Then when it comes to this, we're gonna max out the driving dunk, driving layup, and close shot. If you feel like you need more on this, you can try to get some more, but like it's only gonna be 16, so like it's gonna be hard regardless. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to just make sure that you get as much as possible on everything. So whether that is you get 20 on shooting, you're gonna only have 18 left over. If you wanna get more on playmaking, I feel like it's gonna be a decent amount regardless at 12, so you don't necessarily have to go for that. There's a lot of different ways you can go for it. Personally, I would probably say you probably gonna want the 15 on that, then put the rest here. You could go with more playmaking. Again, it's really up to you. You could even go with more finishing, but having Hall of Fame finishing, or you go with more defensive, but having Hall of Fame finishing with only 12, in my opinion, is a kind of a low. It's kind of an L. So I would try to get as many on finishing. Then if you feel like 18 shooting is enough, by all means let that be enough. And then just get as much as possible for the defensive. That's what I do. Then put the rest on playmaking. That's pretty much how it's gonna be. You can try to get more off this. It's not gonna give you no more. You can try to lower this, max this out. That could be a way you get more shooting. It's a lot of different ways you can go about making this build. I'm gonna be honest. This is just the way we're gonna show you guys for video purposes, though. A little bit more of a balanced way. But yeah, if you want to get more shooting, just take the mid range off, put it on plus fade. Very easy. And this is what we're gonna end up looking like. For the body type, it's really up to you. Doesn't really matter. Height though. Now, this is a build that we are going to try to like make sure it's as tall as possible, but at the same time we want to still be fast enough to be able to do stuff. So we do want to be able to reach that 90 speed. So we are going to go up in height though. Now when it comes to the build that you're looking at right now, it's a lot of things that's going to be changing, because depending on the wingspan, the ball handle is going to go lower, the 3-point is going to go lower, the finishing is going to go lower, but we don't want a lot of this stuff to go too low. So say for instance you go too tall in height, the driving dunk actually isn't changing, but the driving layup does. So a lot of this stuff could really make a big difference on your build. Now, in my opinion, the best height to go will be right here, 1.97, right on the dot. Go down in weight, get your speed and acceleration as high as possible. Very important to be able to have both of those at least a 90. If you're not getting it to a 90, it's not really going to be the craziest guard build to begin with. Wingspan, y'all probably not expecting this, but I'm pretty much going to go damn near on a max wingspan. And look at all the stuff that's happening on this build. You're going to have really, really good attributes top to bottom. Now, you can go max wingspan, you'll be perfectly fine. You're going to be able to reach all the thresholds that you see on the screen. You're going to reach them. You go one off, you're going to be able to still reach those thresholds. Now, in my opinion, I would either go one off or max. It's really up to you on that. One off, you get the 3-pointer. Now, depending on the takeovers too. You got to look at the takeovers too when you're doing this. So, if you go max, you get locked. You go one off, you get sharp. So, it's really important to make sure that you peeping what you're doing. Now, I don't really like anything below 217, so it's either 220 or 217 for me. Personally, only difference I really see on this one is the driving dunk and the standing dunk and that one 3-pointer. But if you're looking at the driving dunk, that's getting to an 85. In previous years, an 85 would get you all the content dunks, the pro, the small, and the elite. But the small is at an 86 and get to be below 65. We're neither one of those. And for the elite, you have to have a 92, and we're definitely not getting that. So you're only getting the pro regardless. For the standing dunk, it's either a 73 or a 75. It's not reaching any threshold, so regardless, it's not making that big of a difference. The only big difference that's going on with this build is pretty much going to be, actually I was doing the wrong one anyway, but yeah. The only big difference that's going to be on this build is pretty much going to be, actually I was doing the right one. Only big difference is going to be the 3-pointer. Either you're going to have a 76 or a 77, and even then it's going to be pretty much just a difference of you're getting 90, or not a 90, but an 83-pointer earlier in your overalls when you get past 95. So that really isn't the craziest difference either. So it doesn't really matter on this. I would probably go max wingspan personally. But yeah, when it comes to the build at 95, you're going to have a 96 close shot, a 90 driving layup, an 85 driving dunk, which is very good, a 79 standing dunk, which is very good, above an 80 mid-range, an 80 on 3-pointer, which is extremely important. Then when it comes to the ball handle, 70, you're going to have a 77 going to an 81 pass accuracy, which is actually pretty important to get to that 80 threshold, even on pass accuracy. And then an 80 ball handle, which is going to allow you to unlock a lot of dribble moves. That second tier dribble moves that you really need. Then when it comes to perimeter defense, that's going to be at an 80. Like quickly that says 79. Steals at an 85. Then the defense rebound is even above 80 or 70. And then when it comes to the speed, acceleration, and vertical, it's very important for me to get my speed and acceleration over a 90. All this stuff is going up +8 because of +4 to your overall and +4 from gym rat So the speed is going to get to a 93, acceleration is going to get to a 92. So those are going to be very important. And just like I said on the other build, it's really more, the speed of ball is going to be combining off of speed and ball handle, but it's really more weighted off of the speed. So it's going to be closer to that 93 speed than it will be to that 80 ball handle. So keep that in mind. So that's what the build looks like. Then when it comes to the takeovers, you have slasher, playmaker, shot creator, and lockdown. Now, depending on if you want to go lockdown takeover, you would go with this one. If you wanted to go sharp takeover, you would go with the one that's one below it. Me personally, I don't really want to go with either one of them because it's not going to make the crazy difference. The only thing that would make a crazy difference is maybe lockdown takeover if you want to play better defense. Maybe sharp takeover if you have a struggle with shooting. But in my opinion, personally, I'm going to go with the slasher takeover and the build comes out ass. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be the build, the slasher build. This is pretty much what it would use to come out last year if you made it with the other pie chart. But yeah, it's kind of funny to see that this name's still coming out in the game on a build that's very glitchy, that can do so many things: shoot, play defense, dribble, and be a slasher. Hey man, now I know I hit 100K, but the grind ain't stopped. And some of you niggas still ain't hitting that subscribe button. Somehow, still 90% of y'all that are watching my videos still aren't subscribed. And imagine the number we be at if y'all just hit that sub button. So subscribe! Alright, when it comes to the top three in my opinion, you can go any order on all three of these builds. They all have their personal reasons on where you would go. But for the build coming in at number 3, this is going to show you how good these builds is. This is my favorite build. This is my favorite build out of all three of these. Let me show you guys. We're going to be at the shooting guard position, hand and number. We're going to go with the same thing I always go with. Then when it comes to the pie chart, we're going to go down into the playmaking and finishing. There's no alternatives for a reason. It's that overpowered. Then when it comes to physicals, we can go with the speed pie chart or the speed vert. Me personally, I like going speed pie chart on this, but that's just to get the speed as high as possible. If you want to be able to get all your stuff as high as possible, go speed vert and you'll see a difference. That's just what I'm gonna do for this build. That's just what I'm gonna do. When it comes to the build though, close shot, driving layup, driving up, we're gonna come back to it. Mid-range, three-pointer, free throw, we're gonna go up on post fade, we're gonna lower that, we're gonna come back to it. Pass accuracy, ball handle, perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, and defensive rebound. Now, if you want to get more right here, it's very hard in comparison to if you made at the point guard position. You want to get more right here, it's not that hard. You can pretty much just raise this up a little bit. Actually, it is pretty hard. I guess I held RT. But then right here, you're not going to get anything. So it's either you putting up your playmaking or you putting up your finishing. And in my opinion, you definitely want to do your finishing because of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you can try to lower this, but like it's not gonna make no difference on nothing really. Now maybe you lower this and you try to go on the block rating just to test that out, still didn't get anything. So easy answer for me, just raise that right there. Make sure you get that 18 because you already gonna have 22 playmaking. Get that 18 finishing with 12 shooting and the 6 defense, and you're gonna be straight. I'm gonna be honest with you, you're gonna be straight. You don't really have to have this max either, but yes, you do have to have it max. Then when it comes to the body type, it's really up to you. Height. Since we did go like this, we can go up in height just so we can be able to make this build as good as possible. And we did go speed pie chart, so we're gonna be able to go up in height and still be able to see how high our speed gonna be. So we're gonna keep going up in height. Now, one thing I'll say about this build, making it at 6'5", in my opinion, is the best height in the game for this build. But if we're going taller, it's gonna be other things that happen. Now, why is that the best height? Because you're gonna have a 73-pointer on it. You're gonna get the contact dunks, really good dribbling, and you got really good defense. Now, if you wanna do that, you can. Me personally, I would rather go higher on the height on this build. Now, you can go all the way up here to 1.99 where you get 99 speed, yes. And that's all the way at 1.99, so that's a notch above 6'6". You can keep trying to go up in height where you get to 99 speed, no. So it's really, in my opinion, the max height I would go with on this build is 1.99. Now, maybe for instance, you feel like that 3-pointer is too low, you can go down one, then you'll still be able to have that 99 speed and even a higher acceleration. As you keep going down, it's gonna be even higher on each one. So if you want to have both of them be able to be 99, this is gonna be the height for you. 1.97. If you want both of them, you go 1.98. You're not gonna be able to have both of them. You're only gonna be able to have the speed. The acceleration gonna be at a 98, but that's not bad. So yeah, it's really depending on what you're really looking for in your build. 1.97 is a good height, but we're gonna go with the tallest height to be 99 speed. Then when it comes to the weight, we're gonna go all the way down on the weight to have that 99 speed. Then when it comes to the wingspan, you can go max wingspan, but what I like to do, I like to have that 65, 66 3-pointer. A lot of times, you do it on this build, you will be able to have both contact dunks, you will be able to have those dribble moves, but the thing is, your defense is going to be lower and your wingspan is going to be lower, and that's going to be making you play back worse defense. So we're not going to really be focused on the 3-pointer. We're going to just try to shoot what we end up having. So you can go max wingspan, not really a big deal. Like, it's not really no threshold you're trying to reach besides the 90 dunk. You're going to have above a 80 on steal and perimeter defense. If you don't go max, you won't have that. But like, the 3-pointer is not reaching the threshold regardless. The ball handle is going to be able to get above an 85 regardless. So you're not really too worried about a lot of this stuff. So in my opinion, the only thing I could possibly go with is a max wingspan. Now, the only reason why this build is lower than the other two is because I didn't make it at 6'5". If I made it at 6'5", then it would be really a no debate for me. But if I'm making it at the shooting guard, I would definitely go taller than I would be at the point guard. If I'm making it small forward, I might then go 6'5", because you can make a crazy badged out small forward build at 6'5". So yeah, I would probably still do it like that. Would be the only reason I would make it at small forward and that height, because I would want more badges or something on it. But yeah, making it like this, not bad by no means. You're just not able to get this 73-pointer if you had it instead of if you had it like a 6'5". But one thing, you are a whole inch taller, and you're even taller than an inch. So yeah, you still got that 99 speed. You still gonna have that 85 ball handle. You're gonna have a 90 driving dunk. You're gonna have an 80 perimeter defense with an 81 steal, a 75 defensive rebound. So everything on it is still gonna be very good. And yeah, you're gonna have a 97 acceleration with an 83 vertical. Then when it comes to the takeover, you're gonna have slasher and playmaker takeover. It's really up to you on which one you want to go with. I think you can take a real solid guess and think about what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the slasher takeover, and the build comes out as a slash and playmaker. Alright, coming in at number 2, again, like I said on the last one, you could argue any of these top 3 builds being number 1, especially this playstyle might fit the position better, but in my opinion, the build is just not better. Now, there's a couple of different ways to make this build, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make what is my opinion the best lockdown build at the shooting guard position. Now, you can make it more of a guard build if you want to, but I'm gonna show you guys for the lockdowns. So we're gonna be at the shooting guard position, hand and number. We're gonna go with the same thing I always go with. Now, when it comes to the pie chart, we're gonna go down here to the shooting and defensive, but it's gonna be the one where you only get shooting instead of both, or even just defensive. In my opinion, that is the best one by far because of how good the shooting is and how good the defense still is. Then when it comes to physicals, you wanna be as fast as possible. That is automatic, what you wanna go with. Then when it comes to finishing, or attributes, it's gonna be interesting. Mid-range, 3-pointer, free throw. We're gonna put that up. We're gonna come back to it. Pass accuracy, ball handle. You don't necessarily have to have this actually, since we are going for the defensive. I keep forgetting we're not making it to be all around. But yeah, we're gonna pretty much put up as much as possible on defense. We're not gonna go too crazy, but yeah, we're gonna put as much as possible. It's really underrated to put this interior defense up. I know a lot of people don't like doing it on current gen because of the interior contest being so bad, but it's actually even more to put it up because of how bad it is. So yeah, it's very important to do that. Then when it comes to the driving layup, the driving dunk, the close shot, the standing dunk, it's very hard to get a lot of badges on this, but yeah, if you want to get any, you have to do that much. That is the bare minimum. Now, me personally, I don't know if I even need more than 3, so I can put up more on my shooting. So you can get up to 25 on shooting, and then if you want to get more on defensive, you're not. So what I do, try to get more on finishing, you're not. So either way, you're not getting more. So that's what I would end up doing though. You can it doesn't really matter which one you put it on. It's not going to add up to anything regardless. So it's not making a big difference. So I'm gonna actually put it on offensive rebound. But yeah, that's pretty much what the build gonna look like. Body type is really up to you. If honestly though, if I'm making it, I'm going build to define. I just like doing it on my lockdown builds. I don't know why. Height though, height is very interesting because you want to be as fast as possible on a lockdown build. And lockdown builds, I'm gonna be real, you do want to be as fast as possible. Like, you want to damn near be 99 speed on all your lockdown builds. So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm trying to show you guys a different height until we get to the best height, weight, or not weight, but best speed possible. So you make it at 1.96, you're gonna have 90 speed on the dot. You go a notch below, what speed are you gonna have? A 91. So that's gonna get to a 99. So this is the tallest height you can be to have 99. But if you want to go taller, you can. That's just what we're going to end up doing for this build. So a notch below 6'5", go pretty much minimum on weight. Then when it comes to wingspan, it's a lot down build, so obviously it's obvious what we would go with. But let's look at it even closer. So if you make it with max wingspan, yes, you have a 90s lateral quickness at 99, above a 80 on defensive rebound, a 96 steal, all these other stats. But when you're looking at the shooting, there's a threshold that you could reach on shooting that you just don't. You can get to a 90 3-pointer. But one thing that I will say, if you do want to go with sharp takeover, you can get to an 89 3-pointer at 99, and then takeover you'll have a 99 3-pointer regardless. So it's really still gonna be really good. But one thing I'm gonna say, you go like this, you can go a notch below. Instead of having that 90 lateral quickness, you're gonna have an 89 lateral quickness. And then for the 3-pointer, you're now gonna have a 90 3-pointer. So you're gonna be to reach that threshold. But in my opinion, the real big deal is I would rather go long wingspan. One, because it's going to be like better defense. We're going for a better lockdown build. And two, you're getting shooting Hall of Fame badge regardless, and you're already at the 80 threshold. So you're going to be perfectly fine regardless, even without going with the sharp takeover, in my opinion. So that is what I'm going to end up doing. So this is what the build looks like at 95. When it gets to reaching 99, you're going to have a 90 close shot, a 78 driving layup, a 76 driving dunk. So you're going to unlock a lot of the dunk packages. Above a 70 on standing dunk, a 90 on mid-range, an 89 3-pointer. You can get that to a 99 if you go with the sharp takeover. We'll stay tuned to see what we go with on that. Nothing really important from free throw all the way down to the playmaking. But then when it comes to the defensive rebound, interior defense isn't bad, but it's at a 55. It's going to be a lot higher than what a lot of people put on their builds, because a lot of people don't put that up at all. Then when it comes to perimeter defense, that's going to be up to an 89. Not too crazy, but it's still going to be good. That's just strictly for shot contest, unlike on next year where it's for both lateral quickness and perimeter defense. But you can put your perimeter defense up on this. The perimeter defense is going to be at a 90. Steal is going to be at a 96. Block is at a 66. Defensive rebound is going to be at an 80 plus. So you're going to be really good all around on this build, except for playmaking. That's not really what it's here to do regardless. But speed, that's at a 99 speed, just because that's literally what we wanted, and because of the gym rat and 99 potential of this build. So yeah, when it comes to the acceleration though, which is not as important as it would be on a guard, but it is still important as a lockdown, because that does help you get to your top speed faster. So that's at a 97, so it's not too shabby too. So yeah, that's pretty much what the build gonna look like. Then when it comes to the takeovers, you have slasher. That's a slasher. You have shot creator. That's a shot creator. You have lockdown takeover and sharp takeover. These are the two options. Now, like I said, you will have sharp Hall of Fame badges with no defensive. So it's a pretty easy choice for me. I want to play as good a defense as possible. So I went with long wingspan, better defensive attributes, and I'm going to go with lockdown takeover. And I'm still have really good shooting stats while having Hall of Fame shooting badges. Lockdown takeover is an obvious choice for me, and the build comes out as a two-way sharpshooter. In my opinion, this is the best lockdown build at the shooting guard position, and it comes at number 2. Now, like I said, depending on your playstyle, I can see people saying this is 1, but in my opinion, there's a glitchy build that came back this year, and it's just on me to show y'all. Alright, and last but not least, definitely not the least, the best build at the shooting guard position, in my opinion. Like I said, for the past 2, that you could argue these is the best one, but this is actually one of my favorite builds of all time, coming back in 2K22, because they made the shooting much, much easier. If you guys remember from 2K22 or 2K20, the 6'7" facilitating finisher is back this year. So let's show you guys how to make it. We're gonna make it at the shooting guard position, hand and number. You know what we're gonna go with every single time. You should be used to it if you made it this far into the video. Then when it comes to the pie chart, we're going to go down to the playmaking and defensive pie chart. This pie chart is back this year because of the fact they made shooting much, much easier in comparison to last year. So yeah, this is the pie chart we're going to go with. Then when it comes to the physicals, you can go speed pie chart or speed vert. You really can't go wrong with either or. Me personally, I would go speed pie chart, but if you want to make it for you, you can go speed vert. It doesn't really matter. It's really up to you. I'm going to go speed pie chart though. When it comes to the attributes though, it can go a lot of different ways. So, off the rip, what I'm gonna do pass accuracy, ball handle. We're gonna come back to it. Perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, and defensive rebound. Like I said, we are going to come back to it. Now, what I used to do, I used to put up my interior defense and block rating. So I'm gonna do that off the rip as well. But it's very different when it comes to making a build on this game. So when it comes to mid-range, 3-pointer, free throw, I need those. Close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, need that as well. But the real big deal about going with interior defense and block is gonna limit how many badges you can have on the finishing, how many badges you can have on the shooting. But you didn't really have that many on shooting and finishing regardless. I believe you had like you had way less at the shooting guard position than you would at the point guard. And that was back before, like, you couldn't even make builds above 6'6" at point guard on 2K20. They added that last year where you could be 6'8" and all that. So it was really hard. Now, if you want to go 7-7 with 20-20, you definitely can. But if you don't want to make it like me, like I used to, you don't have to actually put this interior defense and stuff up. You can try to get as many as you can possibly can on the finishing, then put some up on the shooting, just to be able to get as many as you can. Me personally, that's gonna get you more badges. You're gonna get, instead of having that 2 on defensive rebound, you're not gonna have that 2 on finishing and 1 on shooting. But in my opinion, I feel like those attributes are just better. So that's personally why I would still to this day do this, because these attributes are just important, bro. Like, they're very important. It's not even like they're kind of important. Now, the only thing I'll say about it, I'm gonna get that 20, but at the same time, bro, you gotta understand that that interior defense is gonna go down. So I'm gonna get that right there, but I'm gonna put the rest on interior defense still to be able to have that at 50. But you gotta understand, we're gonna go down in weight, so that interior defense is gonna go down regardless. But having it up is gonna make a big difference between not having it up. Then when it comes to the body type, it's really up to you. Height though, height is very important to recognize what you want to go. Now, you can go pretty tall on this build and you'll be perfectly fine. Now, you go too tall, it's gonna be messed up. Now, we're already at 6'7", and look at the speed and acceleration. You go down in weight, 99 speed. So we want to, I'm gonna be honest though, you want to have 99 speed and acceleration. I've went over that time and time again in this video. Now, this is not a build that's gonna be below 6'5", so just keep that in mind. You don't really necessarily need an 85 ball handle, but it would be nice. I'm gonna be honest, it definitely would be nice. So if you want to go with this one, you can. You want to go with this one, you can. You go down in weight on this one, you're gonna be able to have damn near both. That's not what we want. 1.99. You're gonna be able to have both at 99, and you're off the rip gonna have that 80 ball handle. So that, in my opinion, is perfect. So the height we're gonna go with is 1.99. When it comes to the weight, we're gonna go down in weight to be able to get that speed and acceleration as high as possible. Then when it comes to wingspan, very obvious what we're gonna do, max wingspan, just to be able to have our stuff as high as possible. Yes, we're not gonna be at that 80 ball handle off rip, but we will be able to get to it eventually. Yes, we won't have a crazy 3-pointer, but it will get to a 66. They're pretty much the same thing I used to play with when it comes to the drive and dunk. Yes, it won't have pretty much all the content else. It only had a pro, but still gonna be good. Close shot above a 90. Driving level is gonna be decent. Mid range is gonna be above a 70. If you want to get used to shooting, mid range is gonna be where you want to practice that. That's the same thing I used to do. Perimeter defense and lag quickness, not to a 90, but damn near. Steal above a 90, block above a 70, which is actually crazy. You can get your interior defense above a 50. I know it's gonna be still low, but it's gonna be a lot higher than a lot of people have it. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be a lot higher. But yeah, pretty much all in all, a really all around build. 3-point, the shooting might look a little off, but this is definitely one of those builds that take a little bit more skill. But yeah, if you put it in the right hands, it's gonna be very broken and overpowered. And yeah, this is what the wingspan is gonna look like on this build. Actually, I didn't finish speed and acceleration. I went over this already, but yeah, you can easily have 99 speed, easily have 99 acceleration, because it's the 99 overall getting +4 and the +4 gym rat. So you have the potential to get both of those. Vertical, not gonna be crazy, but it is important. 83. If you went speed vert though, you would have a definitely higher vertical. Damn near still be able to have a 99 speed, but you won't have 99 acceleration. But in my opinion, it's very important to have all that. Now another thing, the ball handler is gonna be able to get to an 83, and you're gonna have you're gonna pretty much have a 99 speed. So the speed of ball is gonna be really somewhere in the between, but it's gonna be really more weighted on that speed rating. So you gotta keep that in mind. That speed with ball is extremely important. Extremely important. Then when it comes to the takeovers though, you have lockdown, playmaker, and slasher. You're gonna have Hall of Fame defensive stat badges. You're gonna have Hall of Fame playmaking badges. Easy choice for me, slasher takeover, and the fact that this doesn't even get 2 packages. You unlock contact dunk packages within this takeover. You get the best plus 10s with this takeover. So it's obvious what I'm gonna go with for my takeover, and the build comes out as a 2-way playmaker. This is pretty much the new 2-way slasher playmaker, the new facilitating finisher, the new playmaking glass skinner builds of NBA 2K22. So yeah, in my opinion, that's going to be the best shooting guard build, and that's going to be the top 5 shooting guard builds in NBA 2K22. If you guys want more of these videos, I need y'all boys right now to smash breaking this, throw the like button, turn on post notifications, be the first to every single my video, share the video to anybody, and I mean anybody you think will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man, and my man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!